Alrighty, so let me show you why your code is not working at all on the live side, but everything seems fine in the backend. So here I have a site where I just added a couple of different modifications. I have some styling here for the active nav links, and then I have this coffee cup set to white on this page because it has a darker background. I have a couple of changes applied to the summary block, and then I even included a little icon animation here for the newsletter button. Now everything here, like I said, is working correctly. And you can even see that there are no syntax errors showing up here inside the custom CSS window. However, if I go onto the live side, nothing is showing up. My coffee cup is black. I don't have my styling applied for the active link. I don't have anything applied to the summary block, and the little icon here for the button is not showing up. Now, the frustrating part about this issue is that because nothing is working, you don't really know what to troubleshoot. I mean, one of the ways that you can go about it is to start removing different snippets from your custom CSS window and testing everything again on the live side to see if you can narrow things down to one precise line of code, or at least a group of code. However, if you're working with a really large site, that is very time consuming. So let me show you what I recommend doing instead so that you can quickly spot where the issue is and fix it. What you'll need to do is go onto the live side and you're going to open up your inspect element window as normal. Now, because we don't know where the issue is coming from, we're not going to start inspecting element by element. We're going to hop onto the full custom CSS file instead. To do that, you need to hop onto the sources panel, click on this little icon, and in here, you're going to want to go where it says static1.squarespace.com. If you open this up, you're going to see a folder that says static, and then if you open this one again, you're going to see this folder that says custom CSS. Now, at the time of this recording, this is in, where are we, April 2026, this is where the custom CSS file is located in Squarespace 7.1. I don't know if they're going to change that in the future. They recently just changed this, so hopefully this will stick around for a while. But in any case, if you go into this custom CSS folder and you open it up, you're going to see your custom CSS file. This is where all of the code from your custom CSS window is now going to be located. And more importantly, you're going to see the syntax error that didn't show up inside the custom CSS window. And this error is going to point to the thing that is creating the whole problem for all of the code. So in my case, you can see that this is highlighting the summary block styling section that I have inside my custom CSS window. And this little arrow is pointing to this curly bracket. If you take a closer look, you can see that this bracket is not really doing anything in there. So I have the summary v2 block, and then I have this opening curly bracket, and then I don't really have a declaration or another selector in here, which is what the browser would expect to see. So this lingering bracket that I have in here is creating the problem. Now, the reason why that is not causing the syntax error inside the custom CSS window is because if I look for that bracket in here, you can see summary block styling, summary v2 block, we have the curly bracket that should be there, and then we have the extra one. The problem is that the extra one also has a closing pair down here. So the error is not really being registered inside this window because of the type of code that this window considers valid. The problem is when this gets rendered or parsed, as that error said, into the live site. That is where the issue comes up. We're not going to get more technical than that because it's really irrelevant at this point. I'm just going to show you how you can fix it. So basically, here you have two options. Depending on the reason why this bracket is here, what you can do is complete it. So if you were missing a selector in here because you wanted to nest something else that you were targeting within that same block, the summary v2 block in my case, then you can just go ahead and complete your selector with whichever it is that you need. If you don't need that in there, you can just go ahead and remove it. Of course, remove the complementing pair down here. And now, once you save the changes and refresh your live site, your code is going to work once more. So in my case, you can see how now this is brought back to white. I have my active nav link styling, I have my summary block styling, and then down here I have the little icon showing up for my newsletter button. So that's it. Now you know what you can do if you ever run into this really weird issue where none of your code is working on the live side while it's still working correctly in the backend. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a big thumbs up or let me know in the comments down below. In any case, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time.